Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing well. Now, in today's video, I'm going to be filming a Arsenal related Q&A. I asked you guys to send in your questions last night on Twitter and you guys did not disappoint. I've got a lot of them to get through today, so if you're interested in hearing my answers, then just keep on watching. Okay guys, so I have all of your questions up here in front of me on my laptop. I'm just going to get into it straight away. So first up we have a question from @ScottRFChilds. Now they asked, what's your stance on Arteta? I'm Arteta in, especially if he's backed. He's got the right attitude and Will just needs the backing, I think, but what do you think? So I did actually film a video on Arteta a few weeks ago explaining whether I was Arteta in, Arteta out, my opinions on the whole situation, and I was Arteta in then, I'm Arteta in now. I think we've got to trust the process, as they say. Back him. I'm going to back him until I think we don't look very good, our performances don't look good. I think we do look quite good at the moment. I think we are making progress, so I am personally Arteta in. @IsaacAFCG asks, do you agree with selling Lacazette? Now this is a really hard question for me because I'm actually caught in two minds about this one. Now on the one half, I'm thinking, no, I don't want to lose Lacazette. I absolutely love him. I've gained an attachment to Laka. He was the logo for this channel when it was Arsenal Chance. I really love him as a player, his connection with Oba. But on the other hand of me, I'm thinking it could be good for the club. If we're going to sell him, gain some funds. I mean, he's coming to the end of his contract. If we gain some funds and we buy someone who is better than him, maybe someone younger, that could be really good for Arsenal. And obviously I'm going to put Arsenal above any player, any love that I have for a certain player. So I think possibly it could be a good thing, even though I will be really sad to see Laka go. The next question follows on quite nicely from that last one, and it's from @Radreezy3000. They said, who is your ideal Laka/Bellerin replacement realistically? So as for Laka, I'm really not sure. I'd quite like to see a player like Ollie Watkins at Arsenal. He is an Arsenal fan as well, so someone like that would be ideal. And as for a replacement right back, I'd love to see Tariq Lamptey. I know we've recently been linked to him. In my first ever Arsenal video, I actually said how much I love Tariq Lamptey, how I'd love to see him in an Arsenal shirt. So if that one went through, I would be very happy indeed. The next question is from @GabrielMagaGoat. I love all of your Arsenal related usernames as well, by the way, guys. They ask, would you sign any player you want but we lose Kieran Tierney, or stick with Tierney and make a mid-table signing? Now, if I could sign any player I wanted, obviously I would sign Mbappe or someone like that, and I would have to say goodbye to Kieran Tierney, but that is not going to happen. I don't think we're going to get players that are better than Kieran Tierney, not at the moment anyway, so I would definitely stick with him. I think he's a great player. @Footballship asked, which players would you sell in the summer? So I would like to sell Nketiah, Willock, Bellerin, Elneny and also Chambers. Those would be the players I'd like to see leave in the summer. @RampantGunners asks, what was the reason you started supporting Arsenal? And they also ask, who would you rather see us play in the Europa League final, Spurs or United? Now, quite a few people asked me why I started supporting Arsenal, and to be honest, it's not the most interesting story ever. Before the World Cup in 2014, I didn't watch much football at all, but when I was watching that, I fell in love with one player in particular, and that happened to be Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. I remember watching all of the England games, absolutely loving him and saying to myself, whatever team he plays for, I'm going to start following, I'm going to start watching, and that happened to be Arsenal at the time, of course. So from that moment on, I have followed the Arsenal and have done ever since. So yeah, we can thank Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain for that. And then the second part of that question was, who would I prefer in the Europa League final, Spurs or United? Now, I wouldn't mind facing either of these teams in the final. I think both would be really good games, but if I had to pick one, it would of course be Spurs. I'd love to beat them in a final. They always bottle it as well, so they're probably easier to beat, so yeah, I'd have to say Spurs. @JackRileyAFC asks, would you rather win the league playing for Arsenal or win the league managing Arsenal? I would never want to be a Premier League manager or a manager of any football club. I think it would be horrible, stressful, not worth the stress basically. So I'd definitely rather be a player. And then The next question is from Arsenal19158807. That is a long username you have there. They asked, is Aubameyang an Arsenal legend / will he be one? Now, in my opinion, Aubameyang is not yet an Arsenal legend. He has all of the ingredients to be one, but not quite yet. I think he might be one in the future. If he can keep banging in goals and winning us games, then yeah, potentially in the future, but not yet for me. Up next, we have a question from @Glenn_Kitely. Now, guys, Glenn has his own Arsenal channel. I will leave it down below in the description. I really, really love his channel. I think you should all go and check it out. But he asked, which food / snack did you love having the most at stadiums? And then in brackets, mostly at the Emirates. Now, to tell you the truth, I never actually get food at the Emirates. I think the queues are way too long. But when I've been to smaller games, I've been to a few Bristol City games, I like to get maybe like a hot dog or a pizza slice. Those are my two go-tos for snacks. @WillyChiliBry asks, what was your favourite Arsenal video to make so far? So my favourite video on my channel is definitely either the 10 chants you'll hear at the Emirates video or the North London Derby chants video. Both of those have done really, really well. I love watching them, reminiscing on all of the amazing days out we've had at the stadium. So yeah, go and check those two out if you haven't watched them already. The next question is from @SantiBergkamp. Where do you see Martinelli playing going forward, and do you think he is getting fed up with the lack of opportunities? Now, I absolutely love Martinelli. I think he looked so good last season. I would love to see him as a centre forward, a main striker, but to be honest with you, I have no idea what's going on with the Martinelli situation. I don't know why he's not playing. There's obviously a reason. Mikel Arteta knows what he is doing. There will be a reason for it, but I hope he doesn't get fed up. I don't want him to leave. I think he is a great player. He has loads and loads of potential, so I think we need to just be patient with that one and see what happens. Anything Arsenal asks, would you rather replay the Champions League final against Barca or the FA Cup and Champions League campaigns in the Invincible season? So obviously getting the chance to redo all of that would be amazing, but for me it's got to be the FA Cup and the Champions League for the Invincible season. I think in the FA Cup we got to the semi-final and then the quarter-final of the Champions League, and if we had won all of that in that 1 year when we went invincible, it would have just been insane. So yeah, I'd probably go for the second option. Next up, Aaron G879 asks, do you think we'd be in a better position if Wenger had stayed, or do you think appointing a new manager was the right thing, and is Kroenke the main cause of our downfall? Now, I think Wenger should have left 1 or 2 seasons before he did, so I definitely think it was the right decision for him to leave and for us to get a new manager. Unfortunately, things didn't work out with Unai Emery for us, but I don't think that was a bad decision to move on from Wenger. Stan Kroenke is a whole another video topic in my opinion. He is of course one of our main issues at the club. He doesn't invest enough, but like I said, that is a whole another topic and I don't want to ramble on, so my answer to that is yes, I think it was a good idea that we moved on from Wenger. I'm cautious of this video getting too long, so I'm going to go through some of your questions but in a quick fire form, so I'm just going to answer them really quickly. So @HaneCharlie asks, next right back at Arsenal, Max Aarons or Lamptey? Now, as I said earlier, I would love to see Lamptey. @PDProudlock asks, who is your favourite Arsenal player of all time? And that is Thierry Henry. @KT_fanboy asks, best game post-Wenger era? Now for me it was the 4-2 win against Tottenham at the Emirates. I absolutely love that game. @Mossyman89, Grealish or Maddison at the carpet next season? Now both of these are obviously amazing players, but I absolutely love Jack Grealish, so it's got to be Grealish for me. @Jesse Hosking asks, what's your first memory of Arsenal? Now, for me, my first memory of Arsenal will be Thierry Henry scoring loads of goals. I remember seeing him on TV when I was maybe 4 or 5 years old. That is my first Arsenal memory. So guys, that is the end of this video. I'm really sorry I didn't get the chance to answer everyone's questions. There were quite a few to get through and I didn't want this video to go on for like 30 minutes or something ridiculous. So if you guys want another one of these Q&As, then just give this video a like. Let's try and get it to 200 likes this time, then I will do another one of these really soon. If you like the video, please comment, please subscribe. I really appreciate all of your support and I will see you all in the next one.